pill logic is the most illogical male rhetoric on the internet. Let me explain. A lot of these guys come on the internet, on their podcast, and talk about how women over 30 are undesirable, especially women over 30 who are single or who have kids. And they go on and on and on about this whole high value man thing, right? And to them, high value man is the money in your bank account. And they try to say otherwise, but we all know what it really is. So I think we could all collectively agree that based on their definition of what a high-value man is, Jeff Bezos probably fits the description, right? Have y'all seen his fiancée, Lauren Sánchez? Lauren Sánchez is 55 years old. She's a divorcee. She has 3 kids by 2 different men. She's an objectively attractive woman, but Jeff Bezos could literally date anybody, marry anybody that he wanted to. Based on the definition of what a high value man is, I would assume that a lot of these red pill babies would aspire to be at the level of success that Jeff Bezos is at. But you see, here's the thing. With that kind of success comes logic. That kind of success comes sound reasoning. Because what the hell does a 55-year-old have in common with a 25-year-old? Like, look at the instance of Shannon Sharpe. He's 56, 57 years old. What on earth did you ever have in common with a 19-year-old? That is lust. That is predatory. And at the end of the day, the red pill content is predatory at best. Big reason why a lot of guys date younger women is because they're naive. Their brains are not fully developed, man. Point blank, period. So if you are running with guys who support red pill content, side eye.
Side eye? That's what you have to say? A lot of ad hominem attacks, I would say, in this outburst here. But look, whether I agree with her or not, I'm always going to link her handle down in the description so that way you guys can go check her out. Now, honestly, I've been hearing this same argument from women for decades now. For decades, let's call it what it is. They try to weaponize outliers like Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sánchez as some sort of proof that high-value men don't prefer younger women, or that single mothers over 40 are somehow just desirable. Let's slow down and let me unpack this for a second. First, I don't agree with red pill ideology. I think it's toxic, it's loud, and most of the time it's coming from guys who haven't accomplished anything. Being a YouTuber and getting money doesn't make you high value at all. In my opinion, it's equivalent to being an athlete. That could end in a blink of an eye. But I also don't agree with delusion on the other side either, because the delusion on the other side is insane. Let's talk about what a real high value man is for a second, because a lot of you women don't know. You guys just think it's all about the money. A high value man isn't someone who just flashes cash. A real high value man, I would say, earns what? We all know it. It's going to be over 6 figures. Okay? Or more consistently for at least 10 years or better. He brings value to the group he aligns himself with. Now, whether he's a doctor, law enforcement officer, electrician, plumber, lawyer, anything along those lines, he's contributing to society. He's building his legacy, and he protects his people. He has something to offer to the people that he aligns himself with. And most of the time, he's married. His wife has raised their children, stood beside him, and in many cases helps him build behind the scenes. That's what real value looks like. That's legacy. Now let's deal with the Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sánchez argument here. People love to say, well, Bezos is the richest man in the world, and his woman is 55, she's divorced, has kids from 2 different men, and you're right. She is. But here's the thing. Jeff Bezos isn't dating like the average high-value man. He's already built his empire. He's not in the legacy building phase of his life anymore. His kids are grown. His billions are secured. He's not looking for a woman to build a family with. He's choosing someone to enjoy the rest of his life with. And let's not ignore that Lauren Sánchez, she's attractive. But she's just as powerful. She was already moving in elite circles. She was a pilot, a media personality. She was connected. That's not your average single baby mama running the streets today. Their relationship is personal. It's not proof of a trend. It's an outlier at the billionaire level. Let's not pretend that what a 25-year-old man earning $120K a year wants from a wife is the same thing Jeff Bezos is looking for in a post-divorce partner. It's not happening. Now, you bring up Shannon Sharpe, using him as an example. That proves my point, not yours. Shannon might be entertaining. He was a Hall of Famer. He's got a successful YouTube channel. Sure, but that doesn't make him high value. Fame isn't value. And I know recently he's been in the headlines for sexual misconduct, and the accuser happens to be half his age. That's not high value. That's a man being reckless. And a man who sleeps around endlessly into his 50s, avoids commitment, and lives on lust isn't building legacy. He's chasing dopamine. That's not the blueprint for high-value men. And let me be real. Many older men prefer younger women, not because they want to control them, but because they're tired of the BS. They've seen it all. They've lived it. They want peace. They want submission without drama. They want cooperation. And they damn sure do not want competition. And most men, high value or otherwise, aren't lining up to build a future with women who've had 2 or 3 children from multiple men. That's just not the truth. It's not happening. And it's not hate either. So no, I don't stand with the red pill crowd, but I also don't stand with delusion. A high value man leads. He builds, protects, and provides. We all know the buzzwords. He doesn't need to explain why he chooses peace over problems, legacy over lust, structure over social media narratives. You want to know what a high value man is? He's consistent, he's competent, and he's committed. And he builds his world with a woman who multiplies his vision, not someone demanding he accepts her by default. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But what say you? You agree, disagree? Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys on the next one.